Hey, how's it going? It's October 4th, 2022. This is your Daily Sweet Talk. Weird Al has a lot going on right now, and I feel like he often has a lot going on, but right now, particularly, he's got the movie coming out, his biopic coming out, which I think he wrote and produced and, um, co wrote. He has a graphic novel, I think, coming out that's like comics based on lyrics of his different original songs. I think he might still be on the his latest tour. Might still be going. I'm not sure, but he was touring recently anyway. He's got a lot going on. He doesn't have an album out right now, but the movie is like a big deal because he hasn't had a movie in a long time. Now would have been the perfect time in any time recently for him to have hosted the Super Bowl halftime show, which they still have not done. After all these years, Weird Al has still never hosted the Super Bowl halftime show. He's never even been a musical guest on Saturday Night Live or anything. I don't think he's actually ever been on Saturday Night Live at all. Now, this could be on his side. He may have been invited to these things and said no, but that's possible. It seems like he's kind of open to like any cameos and things. Maybe musical guests would be a bit more of a commitment, but he was on Comedy Bang Bang for like a whole season. He's had guest spots on so many different shows and cartoons and other things. I feel like if SNL was like invited Weird Al to be the musical guest for a week, he would absolutely do it. So I think they just have not done it. Maybe I don't know. You have to travel all the way out there. Maybe his schedule isn't free enough to do that. But I feel like if they invited him, he would probably do it. Same goes for the Super Bowl. Like, that's a big thing, but if someone asked him to do like help with a Emmys musical number, he would probably do it. He loves doing this sort of stuff. I think he would absolutely host the Super Bowl if he was halftime show if he was asked. But they don't. I guess they don't take him seriously enough. I don't know. Weird Al is one of my favorite artists. And he's one of the best living performers, I would say. Out of all the people I've seen live, he's probably the most famous person that I've seen perform live. But he was also like the top. Like, I'm sure there are others in his league and maybe like more above him as well. But like, really, he is one of the greatest living performers in my opinion. And he's the master of his craft, which is song parodies. When it comes to comedy music, he is literally like how people say Michael Jackson is the king of pop, Elvis is the king of rock. Weird Al is that for comedy music. And yet, I do think by musicians, he's very widely respected. It's like a seal of approval to be honored by Weird Al with a song parody or style parody or even a cover in one of the polka medleys. Maybe not seal of approval, but it is an honor, and I think a lot of artists consider that. I think he's very widely respected in his field. And yet, I don't know. You don't see him like getting these sorts of gigs that like big musicians, even long time music, like Snoop Dogg isn't at the prime of his career by any means, but him and Dr. Dre, whatever they were, and Eminem, 50 Cent, none of them are at the prime of their career. They were all the Super Bowl halftime show hosts last year because they're just like huge artists with extensive catalogs. And think about how cool Weird Al would be as the Super Bowl halftime show, and he could like get the actual artists in to sing these songs with him. How cool would that be?